Hello, hello. Happy Friday.
Woo! I'm so glad we made it. I feel like it's Friday after like weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks of work because, Julie, we're live. We haven't been live together. We haven't been live for a while. So this is super fun to be back live with you.
Yes, I am very excited. We have so much to talk about today. We've got Cyber Week. We've got new features. We have all of the things. But first, I want to introduce myself. I am Julie Riley. I am the social media and community manager here at StreamYard, and I am with my fabulous co-host, Mel. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Yeah, Melanie Diane Howe here. I am one of the live stream mentors here for StreamYard. I absolutely love StreamYard. I love going live and I see the beauty in it and how many great things it can do for people and their businesses. And so I love to help people level up their lives. So we're here to hang out and talk about these fun new features, especially one specifically. But to your point, it is Cyber Week. So this is kind of a timely thing. We wanted to make sure, hey, everybody that hasn't really seen this deal needs to know about the deal. But Julie, why don't you kick us off and start telling everybody what we're going to be talking about today?
Yeah, so let's jump first into the fact that this is the last chance to take advantage of the Cyber Week sale. The sale has been going on all week long. It's going to go through the weekend, and then that's it. It is going away. So the Cyber Week sale right now is introducing two brand new plans that we have. So we have our basic and professional plan that we have always had, but we are now introducing our premium and growth plans. Now, these premium and growth plans are going to give you so many more features than what you already have with the plans that have been there. And I'm excited to talk about those. So I'm going to take the banner down so I'm not just sitting here staring at a banner. We'll bring it back up. We'll show you the pricing again if you need to see it, but we're going to talk through what these features are. So with the premium plan, you're going to get well, the biggest thing you're going to get with it is our brand new feature, which we're going to dive into that here in just a little bit. So we're going to tell you, you're going to get the on-air feature with that. Now we're going to tell you all about what on-air is here very shortly. With that on-air feature, you're going to get 1,000 viewers, and we'll explain what those viewers mean very, very soon. And you are going to get 15 backstage participants. So previously with our other plans, with the basic plan, you would get 10 backstage participants. With the pro, you could get 12. So now you can get 15 backstage, 10 on screen, but 15 backstage. So this makes it easier when you have multiple guests to toggle between them, or if you need producers backstage, if you need moderators helping you, you've got all the room backstage for those now. You're going to get 10 seats. Now that is perfect if you are an agency, a small business, you need multiple users inside of the StreamYard studio. Those seats are going to give you all of those users coming in. So you're going to get 10 seats, and then pre-recorded streams, you're going to get up to 4 hours of pre-recorded streaming. So that is the premium plan. With the growth plan, you're going to get everything that you get in the basic, everything you get in the pro, everything you get in the premium. Now you're also going to get 10,000 viewers on your webinar. And now these 1,000 and 10,000 viewers that I mentioned, that is special only for Cyber Week. That viewer count will go down to 500 or 5,000 after the Cyber Week sale is over. And we'll clarify all that. And we do also have some of our amazing team members in the background answering questions for you guys as well. So if you have questions on these, ask them. We're going to make sure we star them. We're going to go through all of it and break it down. You're going to get your 15 backstage participants we talked about, your 10 seats. Your pre-recorded, you're going to get 8 hours of pre-recorded time. And then you get Green Room. Green Room is the ability for you to really bring guests in and to have them in a separate backstage waiting area before they come into the studio to go on screen. So you can sit there and communicate with them. You can have other people giving them advice saying, hey, you're going to be up next. Or can you make sure you talk about this? Kind of going through all of those backstage things that you need to talk about before you get on screen. So then you can have your guests ready. Then you can bring them into the studio and go live with them. Okay, I know that we are probably getting tons and tons of questions. So
I'm gonna pull this up again, just because as you went through all that, I just want to make sure everybody sees sort of, and this is absolutely on the website. So if y'all want to kind of check it out, go look at these different things. I mean, Julie broke it down, but it's all spelled out for you right now on the website. And this, again, to the point of Julie, the cyber deal does expire. So it's not forever and ever. There is a sale going on right now where you are going to get additional kind of, I guess, beefed up features, if you will. So, you're going to get kind of some bonuses if you are going to enroll or upgrade this week. So I just kind of wanted to pull this up because you broke it down very well, but I'm a visual person.
Yes,
so
no,
I kind of
bring it back, but I didn't want to sit there and just have them staring at that.
You're good. So yes, let's bring that back down. Yeah, there we go.
You see it written in purple on that screen. That is a Cyber Week only deal. So let's bring that up one more time, and I'll kind of go through that. So if you see in the professional there, in the pro account, that it says StreamYard On Air 250 viewers. If you already have pro, you already get those 250 viewers, and they're going to stay there. If you don't have pro yet, if you're on the free or the basic, or you're not a user with us yet, and you want to take advantage of those on-air viewers, then you need to sign up before the end of the weekend in order to get that 250 viewers. After the weekend, it's going to drop back down to 125 for normal pro users. On the premium account, and this is our annual pricing, so it's $69 a month annually. This is the breakdown of the monthly, but we do have a monthly option as well. You're going to get the $69 a month annually. You're going to get the 1,000 viewers. After the weekend, pricing will go up to $79 monthly and drop down to $79 monthly paid annually, and drop down to the 500 viewers. And then the growth right now has the 10,000 viewers. After the end of the weekend, that will drop down to the 5,000 viewers. So that way, that's like you're getting that beefed up deal really through the weekend.
Yeah, I love how you broke that down. So do you want to take a couple questions about that before we go in further? We are going to answer questions throughout the show, but we also have a lot of kind of things we want to show, including showing what On Air is, which is the big feature that was announced this week. So do we have any? Let's take a look and check in on the comments. We definitely want to make sure we're taking care of everybody here. So I think there's a lot of people that are happy to just see us hanging out together live, right? So Keith, thanks so much for your fun stuff. So he says, if I already have a plan, do I need to make any changes? So do you want to answer that question, Julie?
You don't need to make any changes. If you have the pro plan and if the 250 viewers is enough for you, then you don't need to make any changes. But if you look at those premium or growth plans and go, I really do need what those offer, then take advantage of upgrading this weekend. If you've already paid annually, you can reach out to our support team. They'll balance it all out. They've got all the billing side of things. So that is StreamYard.com/contact. They are available 24/7, and they can help you with that upgrade in order to get that taken care of. But if you are on the free or basic plan and are going, wait, I need On Air, then yes, you need to make a change. You need to upgrade. So it's just depending on what plan you're currently on and what you need.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay, we've got another question from our friend Doug at SmackDown Outdoors. He says, if we have an annual plan, do we get prorated pricing to upgrade, or do we have to cut our losses? So meaning the annual plan, you do get a discount. You do save money if you enroll and do an annual plan versus a month-to-month plan. So the pricing we were showing earlier was the annual pricing. But do you want to take that one, Julie?
Yeah, and if you've already paid annually, say for pro, and you want the premium or growth, reach out to our support team and they'll get that taken care of for you. They'll get that adjusted. No, you're not going to cut your losses. So we'll get that squared away for you and fixed.
Awesome. Yeah. No, thanks for answering those questions. So a lot of people are very excited about On Air. I think some people aren't sure what the heck we are talking about, but we are definitely going to cover that. But also, we are going to be doing a giveaway today at the end of the stream. So definitely make sure you hang out. Julie's going to do us an amazing demo here shortly on what On Air is, which essentially is webinar. It's a webinar feature. It's a webinar platform inside of the StreamYard studio. So super excited about it. I know myself personally as an online entrepreneur, very excited about this. A lot of my online entrepreneur friends are very excited about this as well. So, recently there were some features added that really got podcasters excited, especially podcasters who are doing video podcasting. So, you now have the ability to download separate audio tracks and video tracks when you are doing an interview. So there's really was a lot of people were using Zoom and other tools to do these recordings, when really, if you already have StreamYard, or if you're thinking about live video, want to produce videos, you can do all of this with one platform. But now with the addition of this whole webinar thing, I mean, I've already been seeing lots of comments in our Facebook group about people. They're like, I used to use 3 tools and now I get to use one tool, StreamYard, to do all these things. So it is just becoming a much more robust solution for people who are creating online content, but also running an online business. So I'm super excited about this. But we are going to do a giveaway today towards the end of the show. Yeah, 3. That's right. That's right, Julie. We're going to do 3. We are going to do 3. Evie's here. She said, perfect timing for On Air as I'm doing a webinar for my group coaching launch in Q1. There you go. See, super excited. Super exciting for sure.
Okay, so I'm going to play for you guys a quick little commercial and show you what On Air is. And then we're going to go through and really do a full demo and walk you through it. Okay, here we go. Okay, seriously, who is excited for On Air? I mean, if that didn't get you excited, oh my gosh. But I'm beyond excited for the capability of this, and not just the capability of it now, but the capability of where it's going to go, because this is just the beginning of On Air, guys. We are enhancing this and growing this. Our engineers, our development team are like slaving away hours. I mean, first of all, we have to give like a absolute kudos to them that we have launched so many features this fall. They need a raise. They need a vacation, some sleep. I can't believe how much they've gotten accomplished. So kudos, first of all, to our amazing staff and team that has built all of this. So with that, I want to go in and I'm going to do a demo and show you guys how On Air works and how simple it is, especially if you're already a StreamYard user and familiar with the tool.
Yeah. And, while you're getting that set up, I definitely want to talk. I mentioned a little bit about online creators, because some of you might be saying, is On Air for me? Why do I care about this new feature? So as Julie is going to be showing this to you, be thinking about what On Air is going to allow you to do. Is it's going to allow you to create a video stream. It's going to allow you to conduct a webinar style, a teaching, a workshop. These can all be embedded on your website. Again, she's going to go through this with you, but be thinking about, live video with StreamYard. Right now, you can record videos that you can upload later, or you can do live videos on your public social media channels. But with this new feature, it's going to allow you to have people register to get access to this content that you're going to be creating via On Air. So what's cool about it is, again, it lets you do webinars if you're launching something, but also paid workshops. I mean, you can actually charge people. You can actually put this content behind a pay gate, as we like to call it. So again, it unlocks a lot of capabilities. So as Julie's showing you this demo, I want you to be sort of letting your mind get a little creative. Some of you already know what webinars are for and how you can use them, but many of you maybe haven't thought about that yet. So I want you to be open, let your mind open up to the possibilities that this new amazing feature inside of the StreamYard studio is going to unlock for you. So Julie, with that being said, why don't you get us going and show us what this thing is? I'm excited for everybody to see it.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to walk you through setting up an on-air stream. You go into your StreamYard studio just like before. If you have the Pro, the Growth, the Pro, the Premium, or the Growth plan, you will see this new option. So when you hit Create, you're going to see your live stream and your recording just like before, but now you're going to see this On Air, host a webinar on StreamYard or embed it. So you're going to click there. And this On Air destination is by default. That is the destination of where you're going to send your On Air viewers to watch. Now you can go to your private On Air webinar, Or you can also go to add other destinations. So you have the ability to add any of your other social media destinations. So we'll add like our testing, a Facebook group if we wanted to, or you can have just your on air destination. You're going to put in your title. We're going to just call it My On Air. And we're going to say hello. Okay, so down here in your webinar options, you have the option for registration, live chat, and on demand. So your registration is the ability for viewers to register. They'll enter their name and their email, and you will get the ability to download a CSV list to add into your CRM, into your email site, whatever tracking you're doing. They're going to get a registration list. When you also enable registration, we're going to send by default email reminders. There are going to be 3 email reminders that go out, and it's 1 day before the webinar, 1 hour before the webinar, and 10 minutes before the webinar, that they will get an email reminder that their webinar is getting ready to start, that they've signed up for. So we're going to say we want registration for this one. Live chat is the ability to allow your viewers to chat. The ability to embed your chat onto your site is coming soon. So that's going to be one of our probably version 2 features that we'll be able to have. And then on demand is the ability to watch it after the live is over. So if you want it to be embedded on your website, you want people to be able to come back and watch it later, then you've got the ability for on demand. It's going to let you know what your viewer count is based on what plan you're on. And if you go, okay, I know that I'm going to have 1,000 people that are going to sign up for this webinar, then I need to go ahead and upgrade. So that's where you can then click to upgrade for more viewers. You can get that. You can choose your time if you want to schedule it for later. What you don't get an option here. You do have to choose a start time, but you can start it before that. But we'll go ahead and put, 12:25. Sure. So we're going to start it. We're going to go there. And then this is also where you can add in the pre-recorded video. So if you had a session you recorded with another presenter or yourself, you can set up a pre-recorded webinar the same way you could your pre-recorded lives. And you'd go through that process. So here in the studio, then we're going to hit create. After we hit create, this is the share button that you would share to your people that you want to register. So you've got it set that they can watch it on demand. They can copy the link. You can send it out in your email. You can put it on your social media sites, wherever you want to tell people about that you're going to have this webinar and you want them to know where to come to sign up. That's what you're going to send them, is that share link. When they get that link, we're going to open up another tab. I'm going to put that link there. This is what they see. They're going to be able to put in their first name, and their email. And you can see it's the date and time of the webinar, the description, it's My On Air, whatever title you gave it would be there at the top, and whatever description you gave it. They're going to hit register. They're going to get this, and this is because it's within 10 minutes. If it was not within 10 minutes of the start time, there would be a little box that would pop up that would have said, actually, I'll redo that. We'll do another one, and I'll show you what that'll look like there. So if we started one here, now this one's scheduled to start at 2:20 p.m. So that's 2 hours away. So we're going to hit create. And we're going to share that one. So they would put in their name, their email, and now it's going to say, you're all set. See you soon. And it's going to give them the option for a Google Calendar link. Right now, Google Calendar is the only one that they can add to their calendar on. However, others will be coming. So don't worry, we're working on that. But Google Calendar, you can add into their calendar. So then when the webinar starts, then they would be able to come back, refresh that screen. Okay, so we're going to go back to this one here, this first one we did. And we're going to enter the studio. You're going to enter the studio just like you would with StreamYard. It's going to pop up all your settings, your name, you enter whatever you want. We're going to mute that so we don't get any feedback. And we're going to enter the studio. Now the studio looks exactly like your StreamYard studio. You can add yourself to the stream. You've got your comments. Let me zoom out over here. You've got all your branding. You can change your background. You can change everything just like you could within the StreamYard studio. It's all there, all available. Once you go live, then and you can set up banners, everything like before. So we have a demo, it comes up, it looks exactly like it does inside of StreamYard. This is the comments section, just like there. Now, when you bring in your guest, we're going to go ahead and hit go live. So we're going to go live into this webinar. And so I'm live, I'm talking. When I go back to my guest view, so my guests now are going to see, let's refresh it. Oh, let's go in. My guests will now see the live, just like if they were in there watching it on a webinar. They can comment, say, hello, I'm watching. So they can see the chat here with each other. Let me zoom in on that for you. So they can see the chat. This is what it will show up for them. Right now, it just has the initials. There isn't a upload your profile image or anything like that. Those features will be coming down the road. So you've got the chat there. And then in the studio view, this is how it's going to show up here. So it's going to show up. It will show up with the little on air logo there for right now. And then just like in a regular StreamYard studio, you can pull it up on screen. If you change your branding to a different branding, it will change the branding of how it looks. So it is all features and functions just like within your regular StreamYard studio. Now, if you're in here and you get somebody, that messages you and says, I didn't have the link, you've got the share link right here at the top again that you can quickly grab for them. The embed right here is where you can embed this on your site. Now, if you've ever embedded or are familiar with the embedding on StreamYard before, you can only embed the live videos after the live is finished. Now you can embed it before the live goes or even while it's happening. You can get it embedded on your website and it is a live view. So what that means, Mel mentioned earlier, having like a paywall. If you want to charge people to view your webinar, you could set up a paywall on your website that they have to go through in order to get into this embed part of the live view. So you can have that there. So that's a huge feature that we are excited to have, and the ability to embed the live. You could have this going out to your on-air viewership and to social media. Now, we talked about viewer count. We talked about 250 viewers. Let's see, what else did I say? I'm trying to remember the numbers off the top of my head. So 250 for Pro right now, 1,000 for Premium, and 10,000 for Growth. So with those viewer count, that does not count if you go to on air and social media. Your social media viewer count doesn't count into that. We don't control LinkedIn viewers. We don't control Facebook viewers, anything like that. So it's only the viewers that are coming into your on air stream. So to clarify that, we've had some questions on that one. So we want to make sure we let you know that your 250 is only on air 250. So if you have 500 watching on Facebook and 200 in on air, then you're good. No problem there. Then afterwards, so once you've ended your broadcast and we go out, you can go back into your dashboard, just like normal. You'll be able to see your video. Under the video, you can see it's processing here. You can download it, you can share it, you can schedule it back out to replay again later if you want. But under your past videos here where you have it, you can get your registrations. So you can see manage registrations. And this is where you can bring up now your registration list. You can see that I registered for it, the date and time of my registration, and I can come up here and export the CSV file. And then I could use that CSV file to upload that into my CRM, into whatever mail system I'm using, whether it's HubSpot or MailChimp or any of the others, ActiveCampaign, whichever one you're using. There's hundreds out there. So you have that ability to get that CSV list and export that. There will be lots of integrations coming and lots of build-ons to this tool that will bring even more features to come. So this is not the end. We're excited that this is just the beginning of what On Air is going to offer. If you also want to see, so you've got that there. We had this other one that we scheduled, and you can also view your registration list before you go live. So I looked at it there in the past viewership, but even in this before, we would have myself that registered for that one as well. So you can see that I've registered, so I can keep track of my registrations too and go, okay, I'm planning on 200 viewers or 200 registrations is how many I'm expecting. And maybe I'm only sitting at 50 and I go, oh, I need to send another email out to my list to get my registrations up. So you can keep track of your registrations as well and know how many have signed up prior to the time that you're going live. So I know that was a lot to cover. I'm going to check my notes and make sure I didn't miss anything. But
I think you did great
as well. I'm going to pull that screen down while we're going through and checking on questions.
Yeah, I see Rachel said that she just upgraded to the webinar feature as well, and she's super excited. So we're very excited for you as well. We do have some good questions that have been coming in. So Julie, I think we'll just kind of fire those off. But before, if you're just joining us, we are talking about the Cyber Week deals going on. This is what you are looking at. We are talking about one of the brand new features that just came out. And the reason why we're talking about it is because it is critical, because it is a big part of this cyber offer. You are going to get some additional bonuses if you do upgrade this week to one of these other plans. So StreamYard On Air is what we just demoed. Julie just did a great demo. So if you're just joining us, definitely go back and watch the replay so you can get that nice inclusive demo that Julie just did. And we are going to be doing a giveaway at the end of today's show. We're going to be giving away a swag pack as well as a couple of free plans. So definitely hang out with us. We got a little bit more time here. We are definitely going to jump in and answer some questions. So with that being said, let's get to it. So a few of these questions came in a little bit ago, so we'll try to get through these pretty quickly and do a little rapid fire, if you will, to jump into everything. So, all right. So Andrina said, will it be locked in the discounted price monthly and or annually?
Yes. Yes. So that is a lifetime discount. You will be locked in. We'll build on more features. You won't have to pay more within those plan tiers to get the additional features as we add them. And if when the pricing goes up, because it will go up, your pricing will not change. It's not a 1 year, you get that discount, and then after the year it jumps back up. No, it is a lifetime built in. You're locked.
Yeah. And I love how you also talked about how this is essentially on-air beta, meaning this is the first rendition of it. So very much like hotkeys, I think that the developers have a lot of plans coming. I know that you've heard about a lot of the things that they already know that they are going to be implementing within this on-air aspect of the platform. So getting into it now with this deal locks you in, and it is going to get more robust. It is going to be more feature rich. It is going to be more customizable. And as with any tool, as all those things happen, and inflation and all the other fun things going on in the world, prices may go up. So of course, it's not a threat. It's just we're wanting to make sure everybody understands now is the perfect time for you to go ahead and get into this, especially if you are thinking about doing webinars or paid workshops or paid courses or any kind of paid live experience, which we do have some great questions in that regard. So for example, CJ here says, what's the difference between webinars and just a live stream? I think that at the highest level, the major difference is that a live stream without the webinar aspect of it is essentially just open. It's very open. It's public. You cannot re-engage your audience members with follow-up email marketing or follow-up nurturing sequences. So again, this is all very online business oriented, but we talked about some examples earlier as well, where you can put this webinar into a private environment, essentially, that people have to pay to get to. Mm-hmm. So you are, by doing the registration process, you're able to then send them, hey, great, saw that you registered for this workshop this $97 workshop or whatever it might be. So that's another example. And then you would send them the email and say, pay here, and then you'll have access to the locked page, if you will, where this is going to be embedded. So there's definitely a lot of scenarios. And I know that the StreamYard team is working on content to help everybody understand the best ways to leverage this feature. But a live stream essentially would just be, it's out there, it's live, it's intended for social media. People do live webinars. So technically you could live stream a webinar. It's really the same thing. It's just with this feature of being able to collect names and email addresses, it gives you more power. It unlocks more power about how you're able to do a follow-up after that particular live stream, whether put them on your email list and then they get to be on your newsletter. Or again, you might send them a follow-up and say, hey, hopefully you loved that workshop. By the way, I have something for you to buy from me now. Exactly. So it's kind of like one of those types of things. So for sure. Anything to add to that?
Huge. Well, so I always like to say, when we're on social media, we're living on borrowed land. Mm-hmm. We don't own those spaces. But if you can collect those email addresses and people have given you their email address, you now own that piece that you can follow up with them. You can reach out to them. If something happened to a channel that you're normally on and you needed to get in touch with somebody, get in touch with your viewers and your audience and say, hey, we're having to move to here because something happened. You now have the ability to not have to start over from scratch. You have the ability to bring your list with you. As you said, the nurturing, you can continually to follow up with them and build that business relationship.
Yeah. And the thing too that I think about this embed feature, when you take your live video or webinar, whatever you want to call it, workshop, whatever it is you're creating, essentially it's a live video experience, even if it's just interviewing somebody, right? When you take that and you embed it onto your website, you can now control the environment in which your viewers are watching your content. When we're on Facebook or when we're on YouTube, let's face it, we get distracted. We get distracted by all the little things around that video feed. We're getting notifications. But if, for example, if you're doing a summit or a live experience of some sort, and you want to control the environment that they're watching it, you can do that because you can design a web page that looks a certain way, and that live webinar, live video is now on that page. So that's one of the things also that I think is really a cool feature that's now essentially unlocked. I know a lot of people have been asking for a long time. So with that embed feature of On Air, it does allow you to do that. So speaking of those names and email addresses, so Jim Gould said, is a name required to register or would email be enough? So do they have to fill out the name as well as the email field?
Let me go.
I have no idea.
I'm not 100% sure.
I have no idea.
Let's see.
I was like, Julie.
I'll give you an answer here in about 30 seconds.
She's going to check. She's going to do a live demo. She's going to check that for us. All right. While you're checking on that.
Last name is required.
Okay. So there you go. So Jim, right now, the name is required for them to register. And I do believe that is one of the areas that eventually might be a little bit more customizable. You might be able to have some other fields you might add that you want to collect. I do think that in general, simplicity is key here. When you require people to put a ton of information in there, it does tend to push them away a little bit. So name and email is a good best practice, but there are some cases where you might need more information.
Yeah. And more of those, like you said, more of those customizational pieces are coming in later versions.
Mm-hmm. This is a great question from Doug at SmackDown Outdoors. He says, can you upgrade if you run out of seats so you can have more people watch? So this is the viewers. Again, Julie did clarify earlier that the number of viewers or attendees to your webinar is only the registered viewers, not if you're multi-streaming to your public social media channels. Those viewers out there on public social media do not count in regards to that number. So do we know if they can upgrade if they run out of seats? And I think what he means is,
like, if you already have one scheduled and you've hit, like, you say you were on the pro and you had 250 and you hit your 250 registrants, you need to upgrade. I am 99% sure. Dana, I know, is in the chat. If Dana can clarify that they can upgrade on one that's already scheduled, that would be great. I'm pretty sure that you can, though. But I know Dana's here in the chat, and so she'll clarify here in a minute. And I'll
And if Doug, if you're asking, hey, I only have 200. I have 1,000 viewers and I need more for this one particular stream. Can I buy something for just this one event? Probably not. As of right now, I know that there are some of the other webinar platforms that allow you to pay a fee just for that one event. As of right now, it's a bit boxed into monthly subscription.
It's per plan. So it's either pro Pro, premium, or growth. I always have to stop and think about the order of that. Pro, premium, growth. Yes, Dana, yes, you can upgrade at any time. So it's not just prior to you scheduling it and planning it out. If you had one scheduled and you reached your viewer limit before you were ready to go live with it and everything, and you needed to add more, you can upgrade and add more. I thought so, but I was like, let me clarify that.
Yeah. So this is a good question that some people might be wondering as well, because you did show that you can choose to do this on air, stream live, or you can do a pre-record. You can use a pre-recorded piece of content, but it is kind of confusing. It's like, wait, a pre-recorded live stream, what? And we do have the feature, of course, as well with our streaming platform studio, just the streaming studio, of now streaming a pre-recorded piece of content, whether it be an old live stream in your video library or something you upload. Now, what's the difference here? Why would you do this? So really, essentially, it's this. Sometimes there are cases where you want to live stream it, meaning put it out there live, be able to let people comment on it in the moment while they're watching it, but it's not you delivering the message or the content live. You have actually pre-recorded something. Maybe it's an interview with somebody. Maybe it's an interview that person's schedule is super tight and they can only talk to at 7 a.m., but you really want to put this out there at 6 p.m. Well, then you pre-record that interview. You live stream the pre-recorded interview, but then as best practice, we always say, be active in the comments. Make sure you are there with your audience in the comments in some way, shape, or form. So that's one scenario, one example. There's a bunch of other examples about why you would want to live stream a pre-recorded piece of content. But that is an ability with the studio, but it is also an ability with on air. So you can actually publish a webinar or an on-air piece of content that is pre-recorded. But again, same thing. The real reason is because you want it to go out at a certain time. You want it to be a live experience for them. And they are commenting, which you and your team or whomever should also be in those comments, supporting and engaging with them as well. So hopefully that helps answer your question. Alley Cat Tales.
With the webinar side of it, doing a pre-recorded is, again, you get it, the ability to put it behind that registration wall to collect those emails and collect that information. So even if it had to be recorded at an earlier time, for whatever multitude of reasons, you now can collect that information, where previously you would just upload it to YouTube and share a link to an unlisted YouTube channel or something like that, but you weren't getting any of that data. You weren't able to get those emails. So that's the biggest feature there that adds to that.
Yep. And we have more questions. So let's get to these. This one's pretty quick and easy. Does the lifetime discount on premium and growth mean that I am locked in at that price forever? Thus, lifetime, Stephen says. So yes, right?
Absolutely. Yes. You are locked into that pricing. Your pricing will not go up, even if the pricing of those plans goes up over time. What you signed up for, as long as you remain a customer. If you ever cancel your account and come back, then you're going to come back at the whatever price it is at that time. But as long as you remain a customer, you're locked in lifetime.
Okay, here's another. Jim's full of all the tricky questions today. You might have to, we may not know the answer to this, but maybe we do. Can people register after the start time and still get in live? So once it's started, can they register really fast, even though you've already gone live, and then still get access to it?
Yes. Yeah. So you're live and you get somebody who just checked their email and they're like, oh my gosh, I do want to join that. They're going to click that link that you sent them, and it's still going to pop up with the registration box. And then, like I showed you in the beginning of that demo, how one screen it popped straight into the studio and the other screen it popped into the, hey, you're all set, but come back later at the start time. If you've already started, it's just going to pop them right into the watching the webinar screen.
Awesome. Awesome. Love it. Okay. So Jennifer Tislerix has a question for us. She says, if you're simultaneously using on air and streaming to another destination and someone comments on that other destination, will the comment icon on the left show their destination still, like in regular live stream? So right now it shows you whether they're commenting from YouTube or from Facebook or LinkedIn.
Yes. Yes, it will. And so that's where you saw when we did Inside the Studio, I saw the little on air icon for the on-air comment. The others would show just your regular social media type of comment.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So the creator classroom. So essentially people can watch via Facebook, YouTube, etc., but also in back end of StreamYard, and it's the back end of StreamYard that's us limited to 250. Yes, essentially, yes.
Yeah, and that's what you're limited to. There is the registration, the collecting those viewers there. But the purpose of that is when you're really wanting to use this behind that closed site. So whether it's a paywall, whether it's just collecting that information, and it's really designed to be used as that webinar type of feature.
Yep. And so Teresa wants to know, and I know many people are probably wondering the same thing. They're kind of like, wait, what's the difference? Do I really need on air? She says, do you need both webinar and the regular StreamYard? Well, just so everybody understands, when you upgrade and you get on air, you have you have StreamYard. It's all inclusive together. So you have a live streaming platform. You have a video recording platform and a video editing platform. You have a podcasting recording platform. You have a meeting platform because you can actually use StreamYard for just meetings as well. You don't even have to use it for live video at all. And now, if you are on one of these upgraded plans, you also have this webinar aspect of it as well. So it's when you go with the webinar, you get all of that other stuff as well. It's not one or the other. So that's definitely something that's really cool. But we kind of covered a lot of the scenarios about why a webinar is a little different than just a public live stream. It's very much more, there's a little bit more strategy involved with it. It gives you a little bit more power. Again, as Julie said, you can control, I said you can control the environment, but she said you're not using borrowed land. Hey, all these social media platforms, we're on borrowed territory. They can make a change any day at any time. Hell, they could even go on and say, you know what? No more live videos. We're done with live videos. I don't think it's going to happen, by the way, but they could, right? So, I mean, again, they are in control of everything. They're in control of how your content's delivered, who sees it, right? Because we all know how the algorithms work. But when you use a webinar and you have an email list, you get to email those people. You get to reach out to them yourself and ensure that they're going to have access to your content versus some leprechaun behind an algorithm, as I always say. I'm like, it's just leprechauns. Don't try to understand it. They are in control. So again, there's a lot of things here that might be what you need to be thinking about. That's why I wanted everyone to let this kind of let your mind get a little creative, right? Because it opens up a lot of doors.
That you can think about is, so with the webinar feature, when you use the registration feature, now you don't have to use the registration feature of it, but when you use the registration feature, we're going to automatically email them 1 day before you're live, so 24 hours before you're live, 1 hour before your webinar, and 10 minutes before your webinar. They're going to get 3 reminder emails to say, hey, come back. You think about how easy it is that you can hit get reminder on social media and then you're distracted and you forgot, it's not on your calendar. Again, we have the ability to put it right onto somebody's Google Calendar with more calendar integrations coming down the road. So there's all these abilities to really help the person remember to come back to watch that content.
Love it. Absolutely great. So, okay, we've got some more questions. I want to keep firing these away. Okay, this is a good question. So DePaul says, when it comes to chat, do you have the ability to restrict negative comments or remove comments or ban viewers? Now, Julia, I know you're all over this. So you want to take this one?
Not yet. It's in the works. It's coming, but not yet. So like we said, this is version 1. We really wanted to get this out for you guys and show you the amazing capabilities of it and really be able to give you this special offer during Cyber Week with it. But so there are lots of versions coming, lots of upgrades to it coming. So that is coming soon.
And as a follow-up from DePaul, what will the pros and cons to use Air versus Zoom for a webinar? I mean, honestly, there are definitely some similarities between the platforms. There are also some differences between the platforms. So I will say this, very much like I used to say, don't use a webinar platform to do live videos just because they added that feature, right? Like if you're predominantly wanting to live stream and you want to create great live streams, use a live stream platform that's built for that. So I will say this, if you're doing webinars and you're not doing any live videos and you're not planning to do any live videos, or you're not planning to podcast, or you're not planning to create videos, I mean, don't fire me, StreamYard, but maybe you don't need StreamYard. Maybe you should stick with the webinar platform. But if you are wanting to create live videos, be able to multi-stream across different platforms, be able to create podcasts, maybe do interviews, all these things very simply and very easily, then StreamYard with StreamYard Air is definitely something you should think about. So again, if you are already creating content using StreamYard and you want to do webinars, now you only need one tool. And obviously, I'm going to tell you should pick the StreamYard tool because Zoom, yes, you can stream stuff, but it's not built for streaming. It misses a lot of important features when it comes to live streaming. So there are going to be some similarities, but there are some differences. So we go really deep with creating content and live streaming. These other webinar platforms go really deep with webinar and a bunch of other stuff that you may or may not need in regards to that. So you are going to have to explore both. I'm going to tell anyone and everyone, explore both options, and you just need to figure out what's the priorities for you. What do you really need? So there are always going to be similarities, but also a lot of differences. So that's the best way that I can answer that question. Again, if you're creating content and streaming, I think you need to go with StreamYard for sure. If you're not doing any of that at all, have no plans to ever create any kind of videos or streams or anything at all, then you maybe don't need StreamYard. Maybe you just need something else that's just focused on that. So
I think the big thing is not just to look at, whether you're only needing it for webinars, because we have so much coming that even if you're only needing it for webinars, we're still going to be a great option as we build this out and as more and more of these features come. So it's really taking advantage of that really good pricing right now. The biggest difference, I think, between the two that you're going to see is, for instance, with Zoom, you can have all of those viewers on screen with you at the same time. And so you can have, 500 viewers on screen with you at the same time. We are not meant to have 500 viewers on screen with you at the same time. You can have the 10 on screen with you at the same time, and then have your backstage participants if you need to rotate them out. It is still a present program versus this giant everybody on screen talking to each other at the same time program.
Yep, absolutely. So there is a follow-up question I wanted to pull up because you were just talking about this. So Anna says, do registrants get an email at the point they sign up also? Like right when they sign up? You said they get one an hour before, or 24 hours, an hour, and I think 10 minutes. But do they get one when they initially register as well to confirm that they registered?
Yeah. They're going to get a confirmation email. The subject line is going to say webinar registration confirmation. And then it's going to go in there and it's going to say, hi, Mel, thanks for registering for this. We're excited you can join us. And it's going to have the description, the date and the time. It's going to give the little link again that you can add to the Google Calendar with more calendar integrations coming very soon. And then it's going to have the link that says join webinar. It's going to have a blue button that says join webinar. So cool. Yes, they will get a registration email as well.
Okay, so we got a couple questions about the plans, and then we'll probably jump into our giveaway, I believe, that we're going to be doing. So if you are just now joining us, hang out. We're talking about the cyber deal that does expire this weekend at the end of the day, Sunday, and we are talking about on air right now and answering questions. So Jennifer says, if we're already on a professional plan, will we keep the 250 on our seats forever, or will it be downgraded to 125 after the cyber sale is over?
You get to keep those. Those are our gift to you.
Yeah. And if you have questions about the plans or specifics, or if you feel like maybe a unique situation, definitely contact StreamYard support. Is that who they need to contact, Julie?
Yeah. I'm going to put that in the banner right now.
Yeah. Don't wait on that. Definitely reach out to our support team right now if you have questions, because we don't want you to miss out on the deal. So don't make any assumptions. So if you are thinking about this and you want to confirm some things, definitely go to StreamYard.com/contact and you can fill out that form and somebody will be in touch with you for sure. So with that being said, Kaisha Marie says, sorry, I'm hopping on late. No problem, sister. What happens if I want to upgrade from premium to growth at a later date? Well, you can. You just won't be able to take advantage of the deals that are going on right now, which, as you can see here, some significant sales, some significant discounts, but as well, bonuses. You are going to get bonuses on these viewers and other things too. So that does expire Sunday night. So you will want to take advantage of this if you are thinking about it. Take advantage of it now. Now, this is the annual pricing. So I'm going to pull up the monthly pricing, and it does change. So there is a difference between the monthly deals and the annual deals, as always. So anytime you enroll in our annual deals or our annual subscription, you are going to get a discount on that as well. So back to annual. So you see your annual discounts here, and these are all represented on the website. So you can go over to StreamYard.com and you can go all the way down to the pricing, and you'll be able to see all this information displayed on our webpage, of course. So I think I saw one more question that I wanted to grab.
Well, we're grabbing that. I'm going to tell everyone, use hashtag on air, and you are entered in our 3 giveaways. So we have 3. 3 things we're giving away. So start getting that entered in while we're bringing up those last questions. We'll give you guys time to put that in.
Yeah. So, okay, Chris says, on air or regular live, if you have an uh-oh moment and mistakenly end the broadcast, is there a way to restart it, or do you have to create a new broadcast? So I believe it would be the same for the webinar as a live broadcast, and that is that you would have to create a new broadcast. Now there's a difference between if your internet goes out or if your computer turns off, out of nowhere. Your live video, now, Julia, maybe you can confirm if the webinar is any different. It does not end. It actually, your screen will just change because your camera will be disconnected. But if you can get back on, then you can resume your broadcast. I know that's definitely happened to me. I've actually had to say, y'all, I got to restart my computer. I'll be right back. I've restarted my computer and I come back and everybody's still there. Now, is it the same with the webinar?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So it'll still be there. You'll still be able to jump back in. It's once you hit that end. And that's why when we hit the end, we give you like that second, like, you hit this. Do you really want to end this?
Sure.
Hit it one more time to make sure. So we make it a little bit harder than just if you like your mouse jumped up there and you bumped it or something. But yes, if you hit end, it is ended. And you do have to start over.
Got everybody's ready for this giveaway.
I want to talk about what they are real quick, and then we can answer a few more questions while people are putting them in. So the first thing we're giving away today is a StreamYard swag pack. You're going to get a mug, sticker, pillow, and puddles, our plush puddles that we love. So let's see, I think I've got one right here by me. Yeah. So you're going to get puddles. The pillow's behind me, the mug's behind me. I think the only thing I don't have is a sticker within handy reach. I'm like, surprisingly, I have it all within reach. So you're going to get that. That's one of our giveaways. Our second giveaway is going to be a pro plan. So we're going to give somebody a pro plan, 1 year of pro for free. And our third giveaway is going to be 1 year of premium. So remember, we talked about these plans, 1 year of premium for free. So you're going to get those 1,000 webinar viewers, your 15 backstage participants, your 10 seats. You're going to get the 1 year of premium. So that is our 3 giveaways. So make sure you're putting in on air in the comments.
People really love puddles. Yes. They just love puddles.
I know. And you only have to enter the giveaway once. You only have to type hashtag on air once. It will only record you once, even if you type it 20 times. So
that's correct.
Yeah.
What do you say? You ready?
Yeah. Do we have any other questions that we want to cover real quick? Or
I don't think so. I think we're in pretty good shape. Everyone is very excited about the giveaway. That is for sure. But real quick, again, Cyber Week definitely is ending. So if you're thinking about this, if you're just joining us, we demoed On Air, which is the newest feature among many new features that have been released recently, and more are coming. So, but the Cyber Week deal does end this weekend at the end of Sunday. So definitely go check it out. Definitely make sure, see what's for you. Now is the best time to upgrade. You are going to save money all along the way, and you're going to get bonuses if you do the upgrade this week during the Cyber Week deal. So definitely check that out. Definitely want to make sure everybody knew that. But Julie did a great demo earlier. So if you're just joining us, make sure you go back and watch the replay when we're done. But for now, we'll just do this giveaway and see who the lucky people are, right?
And we had a ton of questions. If we somehow missed one of your questions, please feel free to reach out to us. You can reach out to our support team. You can message us, but just reach out to us. Message the Facebook page. We'll get you answered if we missed a question, because I know we answered a lot, but there was a lot of chat, which I'm excited about. But I want to make sure we didn't miss anyone. So we're going to bring up first the giveaway screen. Dun, 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 dun. So we're going to do the swag pack first. We're going to do this in order.
While that's going, I just, again, have to say, if you are a StreamYard user, you also get this giveaway tool. All plans get the giveaway tool for free. So it is an awesome tool you can use. So if you're wondering what we're using, this is absolutely included in all StreamYard plans. So click that button, Julie. Let's see it. Hey! Oh, there you go.
Awesome. Okay, so that is our first winner. So women of color winning, and I can't see what the rest of your name is, ... You have won the swag pack. You can email us at marketing@streamyard.com. Send us your name, your address, and we will get that sent out to you. So congratulations, you've won the swag pack. Okay.
Super pumped. All right, we got another one. Got two more.
Yep. And with the giveaway tool, one of the awesome features is we have this awesome little draw again button in the corner. So if you were doing a giveaway for yourself that has multiple giveaways, that's how you do it.
I'm very jealous of your Zoom your Zoom mouse, by the way.
It's called a Mac.
Woo! The Creator Classroom. Yay! Definitely one of our frequent viewers of our live streams. Super excited to see the Creator Classroom win. So again,
you've got 1 year of pro.
Super. That's a great giveaway. Like, I'm super excited that we are able to give these away. So, and then I'm going to let you tell them where they're supposed to contact again, just so that they know.
Marketing@StreamYard.com. I thought we had a banner for that. We don't. We're going to make that real fast.
And that's another beautiful thing. You can make these things on the fly, which I do all the time. So
marketing@StreamYard.com. Email us your name and your address. Or wait, no, you don't need name and address. Email us the email account that you have with StreamYard. Give us that email address, and then we'll be able to upgrade your account to the pro. Or if you already have the pro, we'll be able to apply a credit of a year of pro to your account. Okay.
Love it.
And then we have the last one. This is for the premium plan.
Carla having fun. Woo!
Yay! Awesome. Okay. Carla having fun. I need you to email us your email address that is associated with your StreamYard account so we can upgrade you to the premium plan for a year. If you don't have StreamYard yet, go sign up at StreamYard.com for free and then email us the email address that you used to sign up with. And you can email that again at marketing@StreamYard.com. I'm going to put that right there. Awesome. So congratulations to all of our winners. Thank you, everybody, for watching today. Again, if you have questions about the On Air, if you have questions about Cyber Week, if there is anything we can do to help you, if you have questions about anything, you can reach out to us anytime. We have 24/7 live chat support at StreamYard.com/contact. That is right here. So they can take care of you with any StreamYard related question. You can also reach out to us on social media, and we're happy to help you guys. We're here for you.
Yeah. And if you're new or if you're just hanging out with us for the first time, I want to make sure you know about two things. One, there's an amazing Facebook group. So all you got to do is search StreamYard over on Facebook. It's a great community where you can get support, you can get questions answered, you can show off your streams, show off all your cool stuff. And then also here on YouTube, if you're watching us on YouTube, which I think most people are, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and you have your notifications turned on, because we have been pushing out a lot of great content on a lot of our features. There's a lot of great content coming down the road. We've got a new live show, mine, coming back. It's going to be different than it was before. So we are definitely going to be live again, bringing more guests on. So we have a lot of really exciting things planned. So make sure, if you're kind of new to StreamYard, make sure you're subscribed to us over here on YouTube, but also go join our community over on Facebook. Just search StreamYard community over there and it will show up for you. Join, and we would love to help you and serve you and support you inside that community as well. So with that being said, I think that takes us to the end, right, Julie?
It does. The biggest thing is I can't wait to hear how everybody is using On Air. When you do use this, let us know how you're using it, how you're going to go about it. Are you putting it behind a paywall? Are you embedding it on your website? Are you just sending in the registration and then collecting those emails for later? Are you teaching a class? Are you showing a example of something? Are you talking to people about a way to upgrade their services with you? I want to know how you're using On Air and all the amazing different ways that we can watch our community grow with this tool. So let us know. Keep in touch with us. Like we said, in the Facebook group is really a great place to share your wins, and let us know what's happening.
I love seeing everybody's wins in there. I love it. It's the best part. It's the best part. All right, everybody. Y'all have a good one. Go check out that deal. Don't sit on it. Make it happen. Make a decision, because the worst decision is no decision. So go check out the cyber deals over there on StreamYard.com. We'll see y'all later. See ya.
Bye.